Hi, this is Jason from Horrific Nightmares, and welcome back to my 12 Days of Christmas, The Ranking. Now, this is something I do every year. I rank all 12 films that I watched for my 12 Days of Christmas. So, without further ado, let's get started right away. Coming in dead last is Krampus the Reckoning. As I said before, this was the movie that I bought with the intention of doing the 12 Days of Christmas. Other than that, it really hasn't served much of a purpose. There's a few things I like about it, like the premise, but overall, just not for me. And that is Krampus, The Reckoning. Coming up next is the remake of Inside. I didn't hate this movie like I have heard a lot of hate for it, but it just lacked the gut punch of the original. So that's pretty much why it's in 11th place. And that is Inside. Coming up next is A Cadaver Christmas. This movie was a lot of fun, of course, done Grindhouse style, and I really would like to see a little bit more from the director. This movie was a lot of fun. And that's A Cadaver Christmas. Coming up next is Curse of the Cat People. While I actually preferred this one to the original, I know the original is a classic, but this just appealed to me a little bit more. And that is Curse of the Cat People. If you guys are interested in my overall thoughts of the films, definitely check out my 12 Days of Christmas. Coming up next is The American Scream. This is just a fun movie. I think what I need to do when I rewatch this, because I will be rewatching this, of course. I've already seen it twice. But I think I just need to put logic aside and just enjoy it for what it is. And it'll probably be higher in my ranking. And that's The American Scream. Coming up next is Red Snow. I'm not the biggest vampire fan, but this one was a lot of fun. I definitely recommend it. If you're into vampire comedies, you could do a lot worse than this movie. And that is Red Snow. It is low budget, but it is a ton of fun. Coming up next is Dead End. Dead End's a lot of fun. I know I didn't like it the first time I watched it years ago, but it's fun. It's really a fun movie. And it has a lot of replay or rewatchability. So, plus it has Ray Wise and Lin Shaye, and it's just a cool flick. And that is Dead End. Alright, now we're up to our top 5. And coming in at number 5 is a movie that completely blew me away. I thought it was going to be higher on the list, but it just kind of fell where it fell. And that is Hosts. This is a mean-spirited little film, and it's a fun watch for Christmas time. That is Host at number 5. At number 4 is the classic French splatter film Inside. I really don't know what to say about this that other people haven't already said. It is it's an extreme film, and it's a fun watch. Great movie. And that's Inside, the original, at number 4. Number 3 is going to go to The Intruder. This movie really shocked me because I had heard nothing but bad things about it. And it really didn't do that well in the theaters, although it did make money. So I like Dennis Quaid as a bad guy. He pulls it off really well. And that is Intruder, coming in at number 3. Number 2. And these movies, well, I would say they could flip flop, but I don't think so. Is going to be A Nightmare Before Christmas. I've always loved this movie. I think it's fantastic. It's beautiful. It's haunting. It's just everything you want in a Christmas movie. But the horror side of it, so to speak. And that is Nightmare Before Christmas, coming in at number 2. Which leaves number 1, which is one of my favorite Christmas movies of all time. I love it. I love it more every time I watch it. And it is Deadly Games, aka Game Over, aka 3615 Pierre Noel, aka Dial Code Santa Claus. This is the Home Alone slasher that everybody needs in their life. The only thing I'll warn about is that it does contain subtitles. So if you don't like subtitles, you might not want to watch it, but I implore you, give it a shot because it's fantastic. And that's it, guys. My 12 Days of Christmas ranking is now officially over. It is Christmas Eve, so Merry Christmas, everyone. Peace.